Oh, well, my name's Fox, and until Biggie named it Fox. I should go close this door real quick. Hold on a moment. Sorry, back. Alright. So, I don't know if I'll script this later on. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I kind of wanted to do this little bit of this series. Basically because I do like looking at other people review some Steven Universe episodes as well, especially like to see the different opinions on different things. It's just something I like to do. And I was watching Doug Walker's and Rob Walker's vlog videos on some of them, and it was specifically the one episode where Steven takes over Lars's body. And apparently they hate Lars, like, with a passion. They just hate him. Mind you, I can kind of understand some of it, especially since Lars is a giant a-hole. But, it seemed like they kind of, like, not threw it under a bus, but, like, the character's like, oh, I don't know why they do this or whatever. Like, maybe it's just because they gave some reason saying, like, they just don't like, or, like, what is Lars's purpose on the show? Like, is it just to show that Sadie and Lars's relationship isn't good, or something like that? And not to mention, a couple times when I say, like, people, like, see my Steven Universe kitchen, oh, like, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, and whatever. And then I would say, like, Lapis is one of my favorite gems. And people, like, go, really? Lapis? Or one even said, like, called her Moody. And I'm just thinking, okay, that's not how I see these guys at all. It's something. So, basically, so I can get around to my point, the whole thing that I want to do this series is at least explain my thoughts on some of these characters. Like, maybe my thoughts are different from yours, maybe they're not. Maybe make you see a character in a whole different light. That is somewhat of my intention with this series. My phone is about to die. But, anyways, sorry, I'm just plugging my phone up. By the time you see this video, most likely I already came up with the idea of what I wanted this video to talk about. Because I'm between two characters I want to talk about right now. Lapis and Lars. And I kind of don't want to do Lapis because, well, you guys already read it, so this is just basically pointless for what I'm saying right now. But I'm going to go with Lars. I'm going to talk about Lars this episode. Because if this doesn't work out that well, then Lapis is one I will put more time into it a little bit more. Like, maybe I'll, like, edit it a little bit more, maybe script it out. I don't know. But Lars. I want to talk about Lars in this episode a bit. And straight off the back, if people don't think I don't like Lars, I don't. Well, no. I like Lars. I do like Lars in a sense. I don't just straight up immediately hate him like Ronaldo. No. I like Lars in a sense. Is he a terrible person? Yes. But that's kind of also, like, the reason, like, my thought process is, one, I love Lars in the sense that he actually does have someone that he likes. And even, like, Sadie and Lars' relationship, when Lars is alone with Sadie, they are apparently, he's a lot nicer to Sadie. He's a nice person and stuff like that. And I can kind of, I see that and kind of like that. At least for me, myself, I usually see, if I'm alone, I usually see who a person kind of is, or at least they show me a nicer side usually. If I'm usually alone with them, sometimes, not all the time, but, and it's always, cool to see that. And then, like, when we're out in public or something, like, the person will sometimes be completely different from what they were talking about. So I'm like, And that's kind of how Lars feels a bit. Lars feels like someone who doesn't really want to show who he truly is a bit. And one reason being because he cares what other people think. Which I think if Lars has any type of... If each of these characters kind of has somewhat of a lesson to tell their audience, Lars's entire lesson is probably this. Don't give a crap what other people say. Don't. Be who you are and don't care what other people say. Be yourself, because this has been shown through multiple times throughout the series. And mostly it was shown in the Steven Universe episode where Lars takes over Lars. Steven is just himself, no matter what. Even when he's playing Lars, except for the end with Sadie, he's just basically himself, and people like him because he is himself. He really doesn't give two what you think a lot of the time. Like, maybe the gems, yeah, he does care more about what he care more, but other than that, Steven really doesn't show much, like he'll do whatever he wants, basically. He won't, of course, hurt anyone for it. I don't mean like that, but he is like someone who just does whatever he wants, and people like him basically for that. Lars tries to be what people. He tries to be what he thinks other people want him to be. Oh, these guys are cool kids, so I gotta act cool and all this stuff and go, what's up, or some bull crap like that. He's a follower, basically. He is basically the Steven Universe follower. He is that guy who will follow any cool kid, and basically the cool kid just, like, tolerates him. And that basically is, and the thing is, like, the lesson of that is, if you're not yourself, you're going to push the people who do like you away. And in a sense, that's what you see with Sadie and Lars a lot of the time. You see Lars and Sadie kind of coming together when they're alone, but then being pushed away, and showing this a lot, showing like the episodes where where she talked about like how Lars like ditched her to go with the cool kids. He's pushing her away, even though that's probably the only person who actually likes the actual him, or at least the only person who he shows. And not to mention, Lars is a complete and utter a-hole. Yeah, he's a bad. Yeah, he's not like the best character, but yeah, he is an a-hole, and I can kind of see things, but yeah, he is pretty much an a-hole. Not to mention his parents are just not that good. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, strict parents can be bad as all fudge, too. But I mean, his parents, like, oh, it's okay. And, like, they let him push him around. And I'm just thinking, no. There is a difference between not by trying to, like, you don't have to let your kid push you to fudge around. They want to be their own person, fine, let them be their own person, but don't let them push you the fudge around. No, that's bad. But yeah, like, I have no idea where the fudge I'm going with this video. This is different from like a theory video, but not really actually. But anyways, my thought on Lars' lesson, or Lars as a character, is basically to be yourself. It's not so much to like, oh, Sadie and Lars has a bad relationship. Well, one, yeah, it's a bad relationship in that sense a little bit. Well, actually, it's not. It is, but yet isn't. And I mean that in a sense that, one, like I said, if you have someone alone, if you're alone with someone, they'll sometimes show who they truly are, especially if they're, like, very comfortable with you. They'll show who they truly are with you at that point. But when they're around other people, they kind of switch. Like, the whole thing, putting on a mask while in public and all that bull crap. And in a sense like that, like, I can understand, like, okay, alone, they're them. But when they're around other people, they kind of, put on a mask or whatnot. But in a sense, that is kind of bad in this regard. Because it's more, because at least in those things, it's like, okay, we are dating or something. This one isn't really, like, they're saying they're dating. It's just like, okay, they hang out, they date or whatever in secret, and that's not really, quote-unquote, healthy, I guess. But yeah, if there is a lesson to be learned from Lars, it's basically be yourself and keep around the people, or care about the people who do like you for who you are. Don't give any craps about the people who don't like you for who you're not. At least that's how I read Lars' story. And I don't know, this will probably be the end of the video, but yeah, tell me what you guys think about this, if you want me to do more of these. I want to do one for Lapis, because Lapis is one of my favorites, and I feel like a lot of people are kind of like saying, oh, that moody one. I'm just like, Really? You don't understand why she's like this? Really? She's not really moody. She just needs a friend, kind of. And she has two friends now. Well, I'll say 1.5. And that's not a short joke for the second one, but still. Technically, if we're going by short, technically it's 1 because 2 of them together would say. Never mind. Tell me what you guys think. Just count how many times I say I'll see what I can do for the next one. Oh, Lapis is one I'll probably add a little bit more pictures and stuff, but tell me what you guys think about this one. I'll try to figure out what the heck to do next, but anyway, tell me what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching and watch over videos that I've done. Theory videos of Steven Universe, Star vs. the Forces of Evil, reviews on Steven Universe, Star vs. the Forces of Evil, as well as all my Let's Plays from all my other things. Which, mind you, this was supposed to be a Let's Play channel, and it's kind of grown into, like, cartoons, Let's Plays, theories, and all this crud. But I love it. I freaking love it. We're at, like, 366 subs right now. Thank you, everyone. Hopefully you enjoy my channel. And tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Check out all my videos, and we will see you later.